Hi, Uncle Bill. It is your niece Sloane, and today is April 17th, 2020, and it's a Friday, so yay for the weekend coming up. It was another beautiful sunny day today, and I think I just added on to my sunburn from a few days ago, but nothing like a little aloe vera, but the sun was very nice. And today I'm going to read a few happy news stories. So this one is: a compassionate Michigan man is being praised for using his savings to buy gas for nurses fighting the novel coronavirus outbreak. Last week, Alan Marshall stood on the corner of the Exxon gas station near the Detroit Medical Center holding a sign that read, "Free gas for nurses." Marshall ended up spending $900 of his own money to fill the tanks of between 50 to 80 vehicles that belong to medical workers on the hospital's front lines. Although Marshall had originally been saving the money to buy himself a knife sharpening tool, he felt inspired to do something nice for the local hospital staffers after dropping his wife, who is an essential worker, off at her shift with Blue Cross Blue Shield. In quotes, "I just love them and I want them to know that," he told WDIV in the interview. After he ran out of money, Marshall continued to stand at the intersection with a new sign that simply read, "Thank you for all you do." However, the story of Marshall's good deed does not end there. A woman who was identified only as Elena caught word of Marshall's labor of love and contributed another $200 of her own money to his cause. And that is inspiring story number 1. And so our second one is: as a means of cheering up their neighbors in lockdown, this English family spent 6 hours coloring in every brick of their home with chalk to create a rainbow house. The Taylor family from Wellington, Somerset, used dozens of sticks of jumbo chalk in order to decorate the front wall of their red brick terraced house. 26-year-old mother Fern Taylor started the labor of love with her daughters, Arabella and Matilda. Her partner, Margot DeFazio, then used a stepladder to finish the mission. "We took inspiration from another post we saw on Facebook where they had done half the house, and originally that's all we were going to do," said Fern. "But my partner said we couldn't stop there and got the ladder out and said he'd do the rest. We used jumbo chalk and took us about 6 hours. We probably started with about 40 sticks. The girls really enjoyed it. Matilda is 2 and didn't quite understand, but she did help." Arabella is 4 and was a keen helper. She helped for a good hour and a half, and they sat and played and watched Mommy and Daddy finish. The amount of people who have stopped and smiled or asked to take photos has really cheered up. It's so sweet. People have slowed down while driving past. We even had an ambulance stop and say that they loved it. That is story number 2. And inspiring story number 3. Rather than twiddling his thumbs in self-isolation, this aspiring San Francisco barista has been making free coffee for essential workers passing by his window. Prior to the novel coronavirus shutdowns across California, Ben Ramirez had been taking barista classes with the hopes of eventually opening up his own coffee shop with a great cafe shaker. Since Ramirez has been forced to stay inside his home, he decided to use his abundance of brewing supplies and ingredients to make free coffee for mailmen, hospital staffers, and other essential workers walking past his window. Ramirez is careful to remain social distancing guidelines by using a toy gorilla arm that he borrowed from his son to pass the coffee to his visitors. "I've always wanted to do something out of this window," Ramirez said in an interview. "You know, we have this nice small street where everyone knows each other." If you're inspired to run a similar labor of love out of your household window, Ramirez says he has been advertising to passerby simply by setting out a sidewalk sign that reads, "Free coffee." And that is inspiring story number 3. Let's see if I can find another one. Okay, here's a good one. Story number 4. CBS reporter Steve Hartman is usually spending his work week traveling the country so he can shine a spotlight on some of America's most compassionate citizens and everyday heroes. Since the coronavirus outbreaks has confined Hartman to working from home, however, the newsman and father of 4 is continuing his quest for kindness by live streaming a week-long course on kindness. For each day of the work week, Hartman has been broadcasting a different 30-minute lesson on kindness through the CBS News Facebook live stream. On Monday, he talked to his viewers about his experience and character. On Tuesday, he discussed the magic of empathy, but for every one of his Kindness 101 classes, Hartman uses some of the most heartwarming segments of his work to illustrate the ongoing importance of kindness. So despite how Hartman launched the free online courses as a means of offering some educational content to America's children during their time home from school, his lessons in compassion are valuable to everybody, regardless of their age. And that is some inspiring, happy stories. I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope to talk to you in person soon. Bye.